In 1999, Japanese manga artist Rio Tatsuki, known for her soft and mysterious shoujo manga, quietly retired from the industry. She was physically unwell, creatively exhausted, and spiritually stirred by something she couldn't explain. Dreams. Vivid, eerie dreams that seemed to peer into the future. One of those dreams predicted the March 2011 Great East Japan earthquake. Now, 26 years later, she's back, with a new book and an urgent message. Its title? The Angel's Testament. Key point 1. Tatsuki reveals for the first time. In the dream that predicted the tsunami, she clearly heard a voice cry out, Hades. In Greek mythology, Hades is the god of the underworld, the ruler of the dead. It wasn't just a natural disaster she foresaw. It was something deeper, something symbolic. Could it be that the disaster was a gateway between this world and another? Key point 2. The Crimson Cruise Ship. She also dreamed of 3 massive dilapidated luxury cruise ships. One stood out, a lavish vessel painted red. A ship meant for the dead. On board were people from all over the world. Japanese, Koreans, Americans, Indians, French, others. Why them? Why together? I'd only heard about Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Taiwan, and Hong Kong being affected. But why are there Koreans, Americans, Indians, and French involved too? The foreigners living in Japan? Or, is it possible that the catastrophe isn't just Japan's burden, it could be global? The book did not mention. Key point 3. The real disaster strikes in July 2025. In her dream journals and comics, Tatsuki once depicted a massive tsunami. Many thought it referred to the 2011 disaster. But no, she repeats now. The true catastrophe is coming in July 2025. She describes a calamity so vast, it will reshape coastlines. Entire lands may shift. Some Asian landmasses might even fuse together due to tsunamis and sediment upheaval. Key point 4. A warning about human nature. But it's not just about the waves. It's about people. Tatsuki says that in the aftermath, some will rise, helping strangers, showing immense compassion. But others will fall to extreme selfishness, hoarding even a slice of bread or a drop of water. That's why she urges us, prepare now. Not just physically, but mentally. Store water, keep cash, and prepare your soul for what may come. Key point 5. The date doesn't mean what you think. Tatsuki clarifies. The dates she sees in her dreams, like July 5, 2025, aren't necessarily the exact day disaster strikes. They could be the day humanity realizes the full scope of the tragedy or the point of no return. So don't mark just one day. Stay alert, always. Her journey began in 1999, after a soul-searching trip to India. She was struggling physically and spiritually. That year she retired from manga. But as she prepared her final comic compilation, she had a vision. A phrase appeared in bold letters, as if from a movie title, "The Great Disaster Will Come in March 2011. Startled, she penciled it onto the cover illustration of her book, What I Saw in My Dreams. At the time, even her editor was worried. What if she was wrong? She replied gently, "Who's going to remember in 10 years? Then came March 11, 2011. The Great East Japan earthquake. Just as she had seen. In the years that followed, Rio Tatsuki faded from public view. She worked quietly in medical administration, studied nursing, and cared for her mother. Until her comic resurfaced on the internet. Readers saw the date. They remembered the dream. And suddenly, Tatsuki was no longer just a manga artist. She was a prophet. Now in June 2025, Tatsuki returns with her new book. The Angel's Testament, not to scare, but to explain. She wants to clear the confusion surrounding her predictions. She is not claiming to know the future. Instead, she says dreams are warnings, not certainties. They are messages to help us prepare, not panic. Key point 6. The coming disaster. What the dream showed her. In her dream, the disaster comes from the sea between Japan and the Philippines. The effects ripple far, west to Taiwan, south to Indonesia's Morotai Island, east to the northern Mariana Islands. It begins with massive undersea explosions, the earth cracking wide beneath the ocean, violent magma eruptions, a 100-meter tsunami. As the wave surges, two dragon-like light forms shoot across the sky, heading straight into the explosion's heart. Everyone in the dream is wearing short sleeves. Another clue? Summer. So, what's in the book? The Angel's Testament is part memoir, part spiritual reflection. Part 1. Her childhood, her struggles, and how the dreams began. Part 2. 9 eerie short manga stories based on real supernatural experiences. Part 3. Her personal reflections on prophecy and dreams, why they're meant to warn, not frighten. Rio Tatsuki's message is not about doom. It's about awareness. Whether or not you believe in her dreams, the lesson is universal. Prepare. Stay alert. Protect each other. Disasters strike when we least expect them. But a little readiness now can mean the world later. Let's hope her vision never becomes our reality. But just in case, let's be ready.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Share it, because some stories are meant to be discovered together. And stay curious. I'll see you in the next chapter.